But here we have our traditional learning company. Everything looks good so far. Let's go on into it. Pacific Ocean. Present day. Under the ocean. Under the sea.
A little to your left, Laptrap. There.
There's another one, Santiago.
Yeah, Joni, but what is it?
A thing.
Dunno. Laptrap, scoop up the artifact and head on back.
Scoop up the artifact, Laptrap. Fix the mini-sub, Laptrap. Blow dry my hair, Laptrap.
Fix my computer, Laptrap.
Look what we found, Captain Clark.
Hey?
Another one.
They certainly are peculiar, Joni.
Maybe they're a clue to why so many ships have been disappearing around here. Hey, where's Owen, Leslie?
He's helping the cook. the captain, said it was okay.
He's standing right there.
Dude, sorry. There must have been too much yeast in that pizza dough.
Captain! Island! Get ahead!
Well, ClueFinders, it looks like we found what we've been searching for. This island isn't on any of my charts.
Captain! A tsunami! Heading right for us!
Salami?
Not salami, tsunami.
Hard to port! Our only chance is to steer right into it.
Dude, where's my board?
That sounds smart. And then everyone died. Welcome to ClueFinders 5th grade.
So, you want to know what happens?
Yes.
Well, before you go on, you must use the keyboard and sign your name on this piece of paper.
ClueFinders need your help, but beware, dark secrets are looming. You may tangle with giant sea creatures and need to cross rivers of boiling sulfur and lava. If you're ready for this mysterious adventure, sign your name below. Let's get smart, says Curran. How you doing? Good to have you, man. Okay. Just as a disclaimer, this is the one I have played the most out of the entire ClueFinder series. This was the first one I played, and the one I have played the most. So I'm pretty familiar with the game. So hopefully, because of that, we will get through this a little sooner than anticipated. But let's go on ahead and get right on into it. Let's go surfing.
Where is everybody?
Yeah, there's Owen's surfboard, but where's Owen?
Or Leslie?
Oh dear.
Or the captain?
Yay!
Or the crew?
Yeah.
Ah, 即兴的.
What was that?
Let's do a little seismic research. Yep, just as I thought. That is an active volcano.
Volcano?
And it's gonna erupt really soon.
You mean it's gonna blow? Let's get out of here!
It would appear that that method of escape will not be effective.
Leslie, are you okay? Where are you?
She's with me. Saved her life again. Ow, hey.
Some
Saved her life.
lifesaver. From all appearances, Owen and I are sequestered in some sort of subterranean chamber with no apparent means of egress.
She means we're stuck underground somewhere.
That's what I said.
Any clue as to where you are?
Wow.
Gold! Wow!
Look at all those!
Artifacts!
Thousands of them.
What does it mean?
Hey, one fell off.
This is a clue. I'll analyze it and report back.
Don't worry, you guys. We'll find you.
And Grandpa,
And the ship's crew.
Before the volcano blows?
we'll observe you from this end on the red video phone.
So we gotta hurry.
Call us if you need help.
Check.
We'll use my backpack to store any clues or artifacts we find.
Oh boy, here they go again. Well, if you need a break, let me know.
Okay, Santiago.
I will.
Where do we start?
You decide.
You would also probably notice that the art style is more akin to the 3rd grade game. Because the 4th grade game was a completely different art style.
Joni, do you feel like someone's watching us?
I wonder who that could be. Creeper. Alright, starting off. Just like the third grade adventures, we have two paths we can take. They both lead to the same place, though. We can either start by going to the shipwreck, or we could go to whatever all this green stuff is. So, I think we're just going to go ahead and go to the shipwreck first. We'll eventually do both sides. But let's start here.
Hey, look! On the other side of this river, there's our ship. What's left of it, anyway.
Whoa, that's deep.
Sharkies!
Do you think we can make it?
No way. Too dangerous. But I've got a plan.
I think I know what you're thinking.
We can use these longer pieces of coral.
To build a bridge across the water to the other side.
Hey, do you think these numbers mean anything?
Probably. Let's find out.
Let's find out indeed. It's pretty self-explanatory. How good are you guys at math? Apparently I'm not very good at it. Alright, we need a good starting point. Boom! Nice big old thud sound. It's great. What difficulty do I have to set on?
Click on my buttons for all. Click on a number to set an activity to that level. Click the check boxes to turn automatic leveling off or on.
Nah, that's fine. Don't need any of that. We're good as is.
There's got to be a pattern here.
Oh, it won't let me do that, huh? Okay. Oh, that wasn't even the right one on both sides. Okay. Well, on one side it was, but regardless, you gotta get them right on both sides. I remember really not liking this one as a kid, because if you remember from the third grade one, math was never really my strong suit. And it's kind of the case here, too. You don't have to do all of them, you just have to make it one where it's a correct, or it's an actual direct path from one side to the other. I also really like this music, it's very tense. And there's no way that you can rotate the rocks either. Oh, here we go. That should do it.
We did it!
Let's go across.
They can jump that. You say that. You say that, but maybe I should have done the other one to show the other side to show that it's not that easy. But anyways, we did some
Boy,
math.
our ship is a wreck.
Hey, look! Our scuba gear.
Maybe we can sneak into the water
Oh
down here.
yeah! That's what this does. Okay, you go to your shipwreck. You go underwater.
It's one of those.
Cryptiles, and I was digesting that one, thank you.
Cryptiles.
Yes, I
Yes, yes,
do
yes.
love cryptiles.
Love this
but
guy's
I'm
voice.
afraid they don't love me. Go right through, actually.
Indeed, yes, quite
Gentle worms!
I yield 1 minute to manage a worm.
Ah, thank you. Fellow worms, As my esteemed colleague has so oft pointed out, we live in troubled times.
Indeed, yes. Quite right.
As clearly stated in Deposition A, heretofore noted in the prior deposition, with each new tremor, we lose another colleague in our quest for inside.
Stop the presses! What exactly is inside?
Inside is safe haven from this massive fish, this vicious living island on which we are more or less permanently perched.
Fish? Living island? There's no such thing. This island has a secret, and we're gonna uncover it.
Perhaps we should call
Emotions and emissaries.
Yes, you will be our emissaries to inside.
Maybe inside is where Owen and Leslie are.
The answers lie inside. Collect cryptiles and head to the fish within the fish.
The what? Listen.
Come on, Joni. You heard the man. I mean the worm. It's cryptiles we need. Let's get a move on.
Alrighty. So I don't think there's an activity here, but there is an activity that you can do in the sub. So we're going to do that really quick. Oh, hello. Hi,
Dude,
Tony.
it's the mini sub. If it's still working, maybe you guys can take her out and get some help.
Yes! Okay, here we go. Back to Honolulu. Aloha hoy, aloha hee.
I'm afraid not, Laptrap. The Lab 5 is only designed for a range of 3 nautical miles. It is good for deep sea diving, but it will not take you very far.
But it can take us down to the bottom of the seafloor to scoop up some of those cryptiles.
Right. Come on, Santiago. Let's check out that sub.
There goes my luau.
And yes, you can tell that Tony is a spoof on Sony, which, yeah, very fitting topic for today, I guess.
Oh, thank goodness. The ClueFinders.
All right, guess how this
someone's
works.
Still in one piece.
Listen, Lab 5. Owen and Leslie are trapped. We've gotta help them.
Right, but we need cryptiles to do it. If you can take us back down to the ocean floor, we'll scoop some more up.
Oi, that tsunami was no picnic, you know. I'm in bad shape. I don't know if I can make it.
But Lab 5, you're our only hope.
Well, if you can patch my electrical circuits, I'll make sure that you safely reach the ocean floor.
Electrical circuits are my specialty.
To locate more cryptiles on the ocean floor, you'll have to reconnect the electrical power to my sonar circuit. Place a battery near the sonar circuit, and then use pieces of copper wire to connect the battery to the positive and negative terminals on the circuit.
I
Make
remember
sure to
doing
choose
this
the
for a
battery
science
with the correct
project in
voltage.
school. It said since it's electricity, you want to add the positive to the positive and the negative to the negative.
And we're off. Oi, are my joints stiff?
And yes, our sub talks to us. We go wee, and we get a cryptile. And you're gonna need a lot of these.
Docking complete. Unfortunately, I seem to need some more repairs before we can descend again. Oi, I want my old hull back.
Alright, here we go
To
again.
locate more cryptiles on... All right, here we go. Let's hope I hold together.
We all live in the yellow submarine. Yeah, where's Guinea Pig Dan? He usually is the one who's been pointing out all the Beetle references in this game. Alright, that's 2 cryptiles
Well,
now.
we made it back just in time. I've just blown another circuit.
Awesome. Mine's
To get the submarine moving,
positive to positive, negative to negative.
I feel like $100. Well done.
Only
Dive, dive,
$100,
dive.
huh? That means I can buy you. I probably shouldn't, though.
I guess I'm not as young as I used to be. I've blown another circuit.
Alright, I think that's good enough for now. We can always go back here. But let's move on and do some other activities. Find some cryptiles in other ways.
Wow.
Look at that! The island has no bottom. I mean, it has no. It's not a.
You mean it's floating?
Right!
Fish within the fish. Fish within the fish. Could this be the place the worm was talking about?
I don't know. Let's find out.
Yeah, but this guy is kind of where we need to go after we find a bunch of cryptiles. So, let's actually avoid this for now, and we're going to do some other things.
Wow.
A wall of cryptiles.
I
Give
wish
me.
we could take some. Those cryptiles look like they're on there pretty tightly.
You know, it's not really that the cryptiles are under the rocks and seaweed.
You're right. It's more like the rocks and seaweed are on top of the cryptiles.
Yeah, and sometimes a house burns up and sometimes a house burns down. You guys don't have a clue as to what's going on, do you?
We have lots of clues, just no answers.
Yet, but we're working on it. Come on, Santiago, there's no time to lose.
Guinea Pig Dan and Diego, how you guys doing? Guinea Pig Dan, I was just talking about you. We were just mentioning how we were in a yellow submarine before, another Beatles reference for these games. And no, that is not kryptonite. These are cryptiles. I know that sounds a little similar, but those are our collectible things in this game. Ah, this guy!
Oh my. What are you?
I am Tube.
I am
Who are you?
I
We're
love
the
this guy.
ClueFinders.
Clues? You seek clues?
Actually, we seek cryptiles.
Mm-hmm.
You know about cryptiles?
Cryptiles awfully hard to swallow. I have a cryptile stuck in my throat. Now, if the rest of my body were working, that is, if my tubes connected, I could cough it up.
Excuse me, that's gross.
Laptrap, it's still a cryptile.
My tube segments are all mixed up. Rearrange my tube segments to make 3 more complete tubes, and I can cough up this cryptile for you. To make a complete tube, the fractions on the tube segments must add up to 1.
Okay, can you guys add up your fractions to a whole? I love this guy. My siblings and I, we would play this game as kids, and we would always talk about just how funny this guy's voice was. It was great. Alright, so we need to make 3 tubes out of a whole. It's very convenient how we have 3/3, and we have 4/4 to work with. And we have 7/7. Did I do it?
You did it!
You did it!
I seem to have another cryptile stuck in my air tubes. Oh no, and my segments are once again scrambled.
This guy is very lively, and he's funny. I seem to have another cryptile stuck in my air tubes. Alright, that is that.
You did it!
You did it!
I seem to have another cryptile stuck in my air tubes. Oh no, and my segments are once again scrambled.
Try that as a percentage problem. Yeah, but percentages would probably be easier than all this. It's still nice enough to give me 4/4. And do I have 8/8?
You did it!
I did it! That's 3.
I seem to have another cryptile stuck in my air tubes. Oh no, and my segments are once again scrambled.
Bandit Warrior, how you doing? Glad you could make it. You've only been live for about half an hour or so you didn't miss a whole lot, but we are gonna head out of here for now. I'm gonna keep talking in that guy's voice if we stick around there for much longer.
I say, young fellows, still looking for cryptiles? The principal facts in this case show that you have yet to complete your quest for inside at the fish within the fish.
No, not quite yet. I'm working on it, though. I'm working on it!
This
I need to
is a
check the
map.
map.
You can use it to travel to locations you've been to before.
Alright, I think those are the only two activities you can do under the water, so let's see what we can do at the fishy place.
Oh, good. We're back with long...
Fishy place.
Look at that!
Should we go up, or should we get more cryptiles?
Well, let's see what we can do for now, because I can't remember exactly, like, how many we're going to be needing for this, objective here. Get fishies!
Welcome to the jaws of the fish within the fish. For ages past, our school has guarded the entrance to inside and challenged all trespassers to this deep corridor. By what arrogance do you think that you will not drown in our mighty jowls?
Listen,
We have
we're the
scuba gear?
ClueFinders,
have
and
scuba
when
gear.
someone takes our friends, we find them. Period.
Well, arrogance indeed. But to pass through and enter inside, you must first unlock our challenge. Only with a wealth of turquoise cryptiles can you begin.
Hey, Joni, do you have any turquoise cryptiles in your backpack?
Yup, I see some turquoise cryptiles.
Let's take them out.
I have, like, 2 kinds.
Okay, now what do we do?
You are now ready to risk life and limb. Take note of the 8 slots in the wall below. Each must be filled using a cryptile that matches the word below it.
Wait.
Once all 8 are filled, the first part of your challenge will be complete.
But our cryptiles only have these strange symbols on them. How can we match them to the words?
My powers are great. I read all languages of the deep, including this one. Place any cryptile into my mouth, and I will translate it into your language.
Translate, okay. And we get
I will now
events.
explain the true heart of the challenge. After you translate all your cryptiles, you will still need to transform their words. To transform the word on a cryptile, use the fish to my left and right. Each of the fish will transform a word according to the rule on its head. Experiment with each of the fish to discover exactly what each rule means. To perform a transformation, place a cryptile into one of the fish's mouths. But beware, you may transform a cryptile only 4 times before it disintegrates.
Alrighty then. Language arts. Now this was kind of more my speed. Warsh. Alright, elect. I see one of the words is re-elected. So how about we give it a re. Give me some fishness. And let's make it past tense. And yes, I am also aware of what's going on tonight, but we're not talking about it.
Yes.
Alright, none of these also really, yeah, they don't really line up with any of the others. This, I believe, is, oh, hello.
Hey, great way to get rid of those cryptiles you never want to see again.
Yeah, because I don't think I can use them here.
Whoops.
Select. Pre-selects. We give it an S.
wisdom is great.
I am the smarts. SMRT. Arrange. Wash again. A direct. I need to go back and get some more of these. Wash again. I don't need that word. Arrange. I also don't need that word. Record. Yes, record is a word I need. Pre-record past tense. Record did. Thank you.
You may reach inside yet.
Oh, fun. Let's conjugate verbs. My favorite. Their oxygenation tank should be twiddling right about now. No, they're fine. And I am out. Let's do some more. Let's do some more electronic technician work.
Oh, do my circuits ache? And we're off. Oi, are my joints stiff?
And no, I do not think we can skip this. Thank you.
Docking complete. Unfortunately, I seem to need some more repairs before we can descend again. Oi, I want my old hull back.
This battery. Positive, negative, negative.
Right.
Gotta watch this cutscene of the submarine picking up a thing. And plop.
Well, we made it back just in time. I've just blown another circuit. I feel like $100.
Only 100 though, no more. You guys want to buy a talking submarine for $100?
I guess I'm not as young as I used to.
Alright, I am actually going to, I'm gonna up the, level on 2. You're currently on this level. Oh, it naturally goes up. Okay, never mind. We're good.
And we're off. Oi, are my joints stiff?
Now it's getting harder. Now we sometimes have to use 2 batteries to make sure that we line up the voltage correctly. Get the correct voltage. It helps a lot that I can't. It does help a lot that I'm an electronics technician by trade.
Docking complete.
You can't skip the cutscene. No, I can skip the dialogue, but not the cutscenes, I'm afraid.
All right, here we go.
Like I'm clicking and it's not. Nothing's working. So we gotta see it every time. My goodness.
Well, we made it back just in time. I've just blown another circuit.
Alright, we'll do one more and then we'll bounce out of here. If the game doesn't freeze on me!
I feel like...
And here we go, swimming again, out into the trench again, picking up the same thing again and again. Wow, there are so many identical looking trenches underwater,
I guess I'm not as...
We're using assets on our... Oh, 24 volt, okay. Well, we'll come back to that if I need to.
You have returned! And the challenge continues. You need turquoise cryptiles to proceed.
Hey, Joni.
Yo! Please, thank you very much. Let's get to it. Occupy, more words I don't need. Direct, another word I don't need. Come on, give me something. Arrange, no. Call, okay, that one I can use. Recall,
You are clever.
I am. So smart. Give me something I can work with. Decorate. And past tense. Ooh, Actor Hollis, how you doing?
You will soon reach your goal.
I sure freaking hope so. Arrange. Again, a word I don't need. Occupy, another word I don't need. I'm getting these words a lot. It's like I can get it's like a word I need is from like that. One set of cryptiles. Doing alright, finding new work with new motivation, says Actor Howlis. Go for it, man. Cheering for you. Creates! A word I use. A word I can use. Recreate past tense.
Only 2 slots remain.
We're getting there. We are getting there. Num num. Arrange. Again. And events. Cook. Do a pre. And do a past tense. And get pre-cooked. Words are fun.
Success is close at hand, or in my case, thin.
Fin. Close at fin. And let me guess, this one's Occupy. Aha! I'm so good! I'm so good at this game. It's like it's like that word's come up in every piece of cryptiles I've had so far. Same with direct, I guess. Come on, I just need one more. I just need pay. And there it is. Give it an S. Also, you might have noticed that every time I put it in a fish's mouth, it loses a corner. I believe you can do it 4 times, like it said before. Then it disappears. So you can only F up so many times.
Okay.
Oh, hello.
We've been conducting experiments, and we think we've got something for you.
My analysis indicates the following. It's as tough as steel, but as light as plastic.
And it bounces. See?
Boink.
You have performed admirably so far, but your task is not yet complete. You will now need jade cryptiles to proceed.
Hey,
Alright.
Joni.
The jade cryptiles are what we got from tubes. And they're basically the same kind of concept here, except now we have to do synonyms. Design. divide, and collect. Now, I think a synonym of collect is gather. If we past tense that, we can gather.
Yes.
Yes. All right. Anything else I can work with here? What do you think you mean by the synonym for that required? Which I don't need. And I don't need the game freezing on me.
High tide, low tide. These words are my pride.
Good for you. I'm happy for you. Just out of curiosity. Separate. Divides. Throw those away. Gotta catch them all? Isn't that a synonym for collect? Yeah. Gotta collect all the Pokemans. Part of me believes I'm gonna have to use synonyms for each one of these words. Sprinkle. A synonym of surprise should be startle. And if we past tense that, we get one of our words.
Your wisdom is great.
Now, what do you want to do for a synonym of sprinkle, game? Drizzle. And none of these are probably going to help me. So let's go ahead and decode these next ones. And we get represent. Divide, again. Sprinkle, again. And gain. Symbolize. Symbolize.
You may reach inside yet.
I might go inside? I'll go inside? Alright, I will need to go back and do some tubes. And then we'll come back and finish this off. We need 5. But I'll probably do 6 just in case, like I did with this, with the electronic ones here. Sup? Sup, freezing game?
Hello, Tubby. How's it going?
Hi, Tubby. I am Tubes. Alright, that's 1. Another 4th. And then 5/5.
You did it.
You did it.
I seem to have another crocodile stuck in my air tubes. Oh no, and my segments are once again scrambled.
I hope you like his voice clip because we're going to be hearing that a lot here. I'm okay with it because I love it.
You did it. I seem to have another crocodile stuck in my air tubes.
What exactly is 2B? One of those deep sea I assume so, because we interacted with one of those, with some of these wormy things when we first entered the area.
You did it. I seem to have another crocodile stuck in my air
now.
tubes.
5 14ths.
No. And my segments are once again scrambled.
Well, let's see if there's enough 14ths to make up the difference. 1 of sixths.
You did it! I seem to have another crepitile.
Alright. What do we got now? We got 15ths, we got 12ths, 11ths, 7ths. We'll do 15ths here. There's enough 15th ones. How are we with cryptiles right now? 4. We'll do 2 more. And then we'll do 7ths here. And then I'm going to assume 11ths it wants me to do.
You did it! I seem to have another crepitile.
It used to be a type of TV. That it did. That it did. We'll do 9ths. And then here we'll do 5ths. And then lastly, we need 12ths.
You did it!
You did it!
I seem to have another crepitile.
Yeah, that's great and stuff, but I think I have enough. I should have more than enough. Let's go back. Hi, fishies. Big stone fishies.
You have returned!
Yes, I have.
And the challenge continues!
Yes, it has. Let me open my...
You need jade cryptiles to proceed!
Yes, I know! That's what I'm doing! That's what I'm doing! Shut up! Now shut up right now! Display! Sprinkle! Design! And smile! Show!
You are clever!
I am smart. I am. It's a little disturbing that 2B shakes the whole area when it's coughing up cryptiles. Like, how big is 2B supposed to be? Oh, long. But we're also dealing with a volcanically active island, so that might be part. That might have something to do with it too. Might just be earthquakes. Stain. Taint. Yeah, it's a silly word.
You will soon reach your goal.
Oh, well, thanks for the encouragement, Mr. Fishy. Yo, thank you. So this last one should be the one I need. Examine. Which should turn into investigate.
Only 2 slots remain.
Out of here. 2B is secretly some sort of underwater cryptid or SCP that is massive in size, but being friendly and removing cryptiles from its throat keeps it pacified and friendly. You know, that actually sounds kind of nice. Some of my more favorite SCPs are actually the ones that are just very wholesome. There's an SCP, funny enough, that's about like a shark who thinks it's a college student. It's actually really wholesome and kind of cute. And the SCP staff who watches over it, he considers them his professors. And he's like, well, Professor, I hope I do well on the exam tomorrow. I'm just worried, guys. And he has like
is close at hand.
he has like self-esteem
Or in my
issues and
case,
self-confidence issues, and part of the staff members' jobs is to just reassure it and tell it how much of a good boy it is. It is so wholesome and adorable. Ah, frack! I didn't mean to do that. Hopefully that wasn't the one I needed. I got so much in the habit of putting stuff in the garbage, I did that. Okay, so I don't think I threw away the one I needed, thank goodness. Azzy, how you doing?
You are close to completing your task.
Ah, come on, don't listen to me.
But many challenges still await you.
Okay, we're back with more helpful information from Mr. Owen Lamb, super detective.
Alright, how does this help me?
Yeah, right. Okay, my research indicates that the mysterious writing on these crypt tiles is not from any known recorded language, ancient or modern.
Big deal. Here's something really cool. They taste great.
Good
take
investigation.
Note. No longer are the rules shown upon the fish's heads. Now you must experiment with each fish to discover its rule. Beware! You will need both jade and turquoise crypt tiles to complete this part of the challenge.
Let's get to work, Santiago.
Alright.
Hey, Johnny, do you have any crypt tiles in your backpack?
Check.
Let's take them out.
Alright. So, one of them is probably for ending in ing. One of them is going to be adding un at the beginning. And not quite sure what the other ones would be. But let us experiment and find out. Scatter. Resist. Detach. Loosen. One of them will probably also be opposites or antonyms. Mr. Piranha Face on the far left, what do you do?
That word looks interesting, but unfortunately it is not a real word.
Loosener. Alright, so I'm guessing he puts ER at the end, or stuff. Mr. Far Right, what do you do?
That word
Okay,
has a
you
nice
are
sound to it, but it's not a real word.
You are un. You. Pack.
Aha! You have made a new word.
So, no, you are UN. You are UN. You are UN and you must be ING.
Yes!
Cool. So all of them need to go through this guy. Okay, so you are UN, you are ING, and you are changing words into something, and you are ER at the end. So I don't think I'll ever use you. So what do you do to resist? Yield. So you are the one who does opposites. Tier. Either way, I don't think those are words I can use. Resist, detach, drop, attached to you, you turn it into fasten. If I put resist to you, yield. If I put drop in you, class. There's a word I can use. Unclasping.
Your wisdom is great.
And to remove, you make it low. I assume you turn it back to the word it was originally? Yes. Okay. I will be right back. That is not what I meant to do. Okay.
Oh, do my circuits ache? And we're up.
I hope you like this cutscene a lot because we're going to be seeing it an awful lot now. Even though we're only going to need to see it like only 3 more times. This time I'm actually going to only do it as many times as we need, which should be only 3 more times. At least until we need to go again.
Docking complete. Unfortunately,
Alright.
All right.
Their tail fins. Flap, flap. Alright, one more time here.
Well, we made it back just in time.
Did?
I feel like...
Yellow submarine, use dive. Yeah, I need that underwater music from Ruby and Sapphire to play. Use 3 batteries connected in series to complete this circuit. Cool, I'll do that another time. Back to cubes!
Oh, good. We're back with Long, Thin, and Gross.
I am Cube! Don't make fun of Toby. He's a friend. He's a good friend. There we go. And then 14ths.
You did it! I seem to have another crocodile. I seem to have another crocodile stuck in my air tubes.
Okay. Alright, well, that's all taken care of, so I'm gonna have to, yeah, it's okay. I mean, I can disconnect those if I want to.
You did it! I seem to have another crocodile stuck in my air tube.
You should get a commission of Raldi interacting with Tubi. Nah, that's a little too niche for a commission to put Raldi in. However, I do actually have some news on the art front when it comes to Raldi. Starting tomorrow, I believe.
You have returned, and the challenge continues.
Starting tomorrow,
you need
I am getting
cryptiles to proceed.
Will you shut up?
Hey, Joni, Do you have any
You shut up!
cryptiles in your backpack?
Now you shut up!
Check.
You shut up and
Let's
stop
check them out.
interrupting me! I'm talking here! Starting tomorrow, I am getting a new Raldi sticker pack with the new modern design, and I am really looking forward to that. I don't know if I'm going to turn those into Switch emotes, but I will see if I can. There's one furry that runs tons and tons of characters in scuba gear. That's probably his thing. That's probably their thing. Scuba diving's not really one of my things, but at the same time, I haven't really done it. Because I don't really live near the ocean. And there's only a number of places here that actually do offer scuba diving things. And they're usually in like secluded bodies of water that you only explore so much. Okay. Okay. You are ER, you are opposites, you are ING, and you are UN. Okay. Damage.
You may reach inside yet.
I am not a water dirk. That is not what I do.
Ha!
Ah, you idiot! Why do I keep doing that? Hopefully that wasn't the word I need. Okay, thank you.
You are clever.
I am not so clever if I keep friggin' discarding what I need. Or, well, I didn't, not what I need, but if I keep doing that, I'm going to screw myself over. That's it for the turquoise ones.
You will soon reach your goal.
And now we'll put these away. And now let's do the jade ones. What do you got for me? Detach, another word that I don't need. Loosen, another repeated word I don't need. Remove. So it's gotta be this one that I need. 3. For free? Unbinding.
Only 2 slots remain.
Extend. Deflate. Detach and resist. What's the opposite of deflate? Inflate. Oh boy, I wonder if I have any of fans of that in my chats.
Success is close at hand.
Alright, now I just need to find one for unfailing, and we are good. Aha! Ooh, FA content. Oh, my favorite. Game?
Hey guys, you made it through. That's awesome.
Shh, I hear something.
Guys, I don't think we're alone in here.
Well, we solved this part of the mystery.
That's
Let's
scary.
head back to the beach to find more clues.
Scary. Something's there. Okay, I think we're good with the underwater stuff, so we are going to head back up here. And we're going to do stuff on land, getting out of the water finally.
We're back at the beach. Which way should we go now, Joni?
We've gotta find Owen and Leslie. Let's get going.
It's funny how innocent terms can be twisted by furries. Oh, they've been doing that ever since their inception. Alright. Let's move this way.
Oh well, there's no crossing here.
What are you talking about, Laptrap? We can just hop over these rocks.
Well, you think it'll be that simple, huh?
Oh boy.
Hey, look! The water's receding.
Water?
Guys, I don't know what you're doing up there, but whatever it is, it's flooding our chamber with boiling water.
Joni, get back here.
Bad idea. Bad idea.
Look! The water's coming back.
Looks like you guys will have to find another way to cross.
Well,
Hey, if we can move some of those longer rocks into place.
We can use them to hop across the river.
But look at the markings on these rocks. I wonder if they mean anything.
Let's find out.
so, that was freaky. Now, can you guys guess what the objective of this one is? We are dealing with shapes here. How good are you guys with your geometry? What happens?
Well, we've formed a section of the bridge, but I'm not sure that's the right rock to...
That is not the right rock, actually. Huh. You got to be the same amount of sides. Probably. Some of these is kind of hard to tell because a lot of them are almost more like circle-ish. Gotta be one that has to go vertically across here. Gotta be this one. This song almost kind of reminds me of something from GoldenEye. That should do it.
We did it.
Now we can cross.
Alright, what does the land have in store for us?
Creepy. Or as they say in Paris, creepy.
Claptrap, you're afraid of the mechanical sheep you dream about.
Quit clowning around, you guys, and take a look at this. Let's go take a closer look.
It's a
Joni,
boat!
watch where you're going.
Chickens! Reuse animation from
A chicken.
A chicken!
Unhand me chickens, you varlets! And that goes for your flying teacup as well!
Okay, bye!
Well now, whom do I have to thank for me daring rescue from this dreaded living island?
Living island? Islands just aren't alive. It's a scientific impossibility.
Then explain holes that move and rocks that breathe.
Well,
Now, who did you say you were?
We're the ClueFinders.
Clue, says you? Volcano, says I.
Volcano, says you. Eruption, says I.
Aye, but sure the volcano's not our true enemy. The secret to this living island lies below. Nearly all of me fellow castaways have been sucked in, lost to the ravenous hunger of this living island.
hey, Joni, take a look at his weapon. It looks like one of those.
Cryptiles, screams I! The key to the mystery.
Cryptiles.
Yes, I want 'em.
Bring as many as you can to the faces within the face.
The faces within the face?
Aye!
That sounds
Use
familiar.
the cryptiles wisely.
Fish
The
inside fish.
chamber will open.
Chamber? I wonder if that's where Owen and Leslie are.
Either way, it's cryptiles we need. Let's go, Santiago.
There's a lot of holes. Anyways, we got 2 directions to go at. I say let's go this way first.
Wow, that looks like an American village from the Civil War era.
But it's in ruins and drenched in rain.
Oh, great. Rust.
Come on, let's investigate.
Your favorite. Hi,
Well, you listen here, Mr. Island. It's a good thing I like
Mr.
rain
Allen.
and fish.
Who's she talking to?
The island, I think.
But tomorrow is another day. So if you could be a good little island and rain somewhere else for a change.
Joni, something's fishy. I mean, rain in only one spot?
Sound like a nice
Fish
sweet
rain.
southern belle.
Actually, powerful sea storms sometimes suck seawater and fish into their funnels, then rain. Fish and all, hundreds of miles away.
Well, Mr. Island, your rain doesn't bother me one little old bit. But it's ruining the stories my ancestors wrote on these cryptiles.
Cryptiles? Ma'am, we could use cryptiles.
Well, I'd give you some, but I must read these stories before the rain ruins them.
We can help you there.
I adore the kindness of strangers. Come and I'll show you.
Looks like a nice pretty little lass, this one. Alright, well, I say let's go on ahead and help this pretty lady, shall we? Jane. That's not Jane. She's British. This is Southern.
Well, you see, I've got all these mixed up cryptiles with parts of stories written on them. Some of these stories tell the history of my great-great-grandparents, who were shipwrecked here right after the American Civil War. And some tell the stories of the other poor castaways, who've been caught in the snare of this living island. If I could only put the cryptiles together in the right order, perhaps I'd be able to find a clue to help solve the mystery of this island. I know that I have the right cryptiles here for 2 stories, one under each title. But I don't know which cryptiles belong to which story. And I don't know what order the cryptiles are supposed to be in.
Don't worry, we'll figure it out for you.
Why, thank you. When you think you've got both stories straightened out, hand me my handkerchief, and I'll wrap up a sack of cryptiles for you.
Alright.
If this storm doesn't get us first.
How good are you guys at reading comprehension and putting together a story in a cohesive narrative way? So as you can probably tell, the color of the font indicates which side of the story, which side it's supposed to be on. So I say let's just go ahead and put these on the right, or on the right side at least. We begin this day, June 22nd, in 1542, thankful to be alive and hopeful that we will reach our goal, the Fountain of Youth. As a member of the Dawn Watch, I gaze upon the sun, turning this land into a miasma of heat, mud, and swamp in this place called Florida. I hope it will be cooler today than yesterday, as I watch the cook boil water for tea. I think of the boiling heat of the sun that burns our backs each day. As I sip my tea, realizing that exploring is not as romantic as I hope. My hopes were based on dreams, not reality. As we finish our tea, we begin our march inland once more. We march in the morning and later at dusk, because the air is a degree or two colder. As I close the day's entry, thinking of our future, I pray that we reach the fountain soon. Only then will this journey be worth the struggle. Alrighty. Assume this is right.
Why, you did it!
Why, you did it! Thank you much. Thank you very much kindly,
Here are
ma'am.
more stories. Can you help me put them in the right order?
The Nightmares of War and the Hurricane. It was July 1864, and I was marching to the drumbeats of snares, the neigh of horses, and the steady trampling of thousands of feet. I remember General Ulysses S. Grant cheering us on, brandishing his saber in time with the drums as we marched forward to the front lines. Like in my nightmares, thousands of Union soldiers, black, white, rich, poor, all together marched behind Grant towards Vicksburg, Mississippi. Many of those fleet would march again after the battle in Vicksburg. I watched many friends die in that bloody battle against rebel Confederates. I think I have to get the accent mixed up. This morning I wake up screaming again. My nightmares won't let me forget the fear and pain that began 1 month ago. This was my final battle of the war. We were victorious over and over. I see my friends lose their lives in nightly battles in my dreams. That's about right for Nightmares of War. Now for the hurricane. Dear Diary, the hurricane season has arrived again. I hope that we'll be able to withstand the great winds this time. During the last hurricane, we lost 6 of our people. It was a sad time for us all. This year, we want to be prepared. So today, we've built 12 shelters of the strongest wood on the island. Each shelter has enough room for 2 adults and 2 children. Still, I'm not sure if there'll be enough room for everyone. Many families have more than 2 adults and 2 children. Tomorrow at sunrise, we will stock each shelter with enough fresh food and water to last us through the storm. I only hope that these preparations will soon be enough to sustain us. Well, time will tell. Hopefully my next entry in this diary will be a happy one.
Why, you did it!
Yep, that is correct.
Here are more stories. Can you help me
The Golden Spike and Pioneers of the Island. Also, history lessons are great. A children's game talks about death. What? You didn't learn about, like, wars and stuff when you were in 5th grade? Alright, Golden Spike. Ah, what a time to be alive. We made history today, May 10th, 1867. I reckon this date will be famous for years to come. Let me tell you about it. It was a hectic morning, with the bosses all yelling at us, give a mood on. Hoist those picks, you laggard. I lifted my pick and I saw the others doing the same. There were folks from all around the world, all working on the first transcontinental railroad. Down the track towards the west were fellas from China. They had a real tough job coming over the Rocky Mountains and... No? No. The Rocky Mountains were not part of the Union Pacific line. That was the Sierra Nevadas, thank you very much, game. The Rocky Mountains was coming from the east side. you know, you get your own history right. Not that it was a key piece of cake for us, I say. As we came from the east, we had to drive spikes, lift lumber, set steel, and haul gravel. The tracks finally came together here at Promontory Point, Utah, where we drove the final golden spike uniting the east and west by rail. Alright, and then prisoners of the island. Why does the island toy with us so? We must finally appease it somehow, so that it may let us leave. Too long have we been prisoners of this macabre land. First when we shipwrecked, there was a sense of childish malevolence that came upon the land itself, as though it was to trap us here. Our first attempt at leaving met with little success as the waves seemed to take shape of monstrous hands and hurled us back to the shore. After this first attempt, Mr. Excurso disappeared suddenly from plain view near the strange mounds of the North Shore. The island take him. Then last week, Mrs. Excurso thought she heard her lost husband anguish screams in the middle of a moonless night. Since then, others have begun to disappear, and now we all have dreams inhabited by their cries. We wonder who will fall prey to this island. Oh, come on,
The story
Dave.
on the left makes sense, but the one on the right seems like it's still out of order. The story on...
Okay.
Why, you did it!
There we go.
Here are more stories. Can you help me put them in the right order?
The Declaration of Independence and the eagle of my dreams. Oh boy, we're talking about America's founding. Now, I don't want to read through like all this because I need to do this like 12 times, and you know, I only have so much time. But I think this is correct on both of them.
Why, you did it!
Yes, it is.
Here are more stories. Can you help me?
The island watches and Lee Pole's journal. Oh, now they're taking away the colors on either side. Alright, well, the blue ones are talking about, like, China, so I'm gonna go ahead and put them over there. The red ones will probably be here, the island watches.
The story on the right makes sense.
But the story on the left...
But the one on the left seems like it's still out of order.
Looking at the story on the left, I can see that you've got the first and last parts correct.
Well, those are usually pretty easy.
Why, you did it!
There we go. An experiment? The moon of dragons. Dragons! I like dragons. Now, I don't know if you noticed this, but if you're actually reading through some of these stories, you might actually get some bits. Just a bird redeemed on-screen celebration, 40 bits. How you doing, man? Thank you. Thank you so much for that. Appreciate that, Dusk. Hope you're having a good evening. Thank you so much for that. Appreciate it a ton. I'm beginning the music about life on this island while sitting on a ledge over the beach. Now, if you pay attention to some of the stories that they're getting to now, they're all seem to be following a very similar theme. And, it may or may not tie into the current situation in the game that we find ourselves in.
The story on the right makes sense. The story on the The story on the right. Why, you did it!
There we go.
Here are more stories.
Moon of Dragons, like a bunch of dragons flashed their butt to someone in 1405. You said that, not me. Drew Butler, how you doing, man? I see you in chat. I see you made it. We are here learning about history and storytelling. Alrighty. Few people remember Caesar Rodney, but I do. He was an important figure in our story of American freedom. Mr. Rodney rose to fame in 1776, July 2nd, 1776 to be exact, and what a day that was. On July 2nd, a vote was scheduled in Congress for the Declaration of Independence. All states but one had declared a yes vote. The vote needed to be unanimous from all the colonies, but Mr. Rodney's Delaware was still undecided. However, he was 80 miles from Washington, where he needed to cast his vote. That vote would make the declaration unanimous. How it goes with the learning? You learning new things? Yeah, I am. I learned that I'm really bad with technology. How's you? I'm sure he's doing well.
The story on the left makes sense. The story on the left makes sense. story on the... The story on the left makes sense, but... Why, you did it!
There we go.
Here are more stories. Can you...
Is a dragon smarter than a 5th grader? I don't know! You tell me! Game? Game.
Well, those stories still seem like... Well, those stories... The story on the left makes sense.
Got that right. Story on the right.
The story on the left makes sense, but the one on the... The story on the... Why, you did it!
That should do it.
Here are more stories.
More stories? The Gettysburg Address. My arrival on this forsaken island. The dragon can eat any 5th grader that tries to be a Poindexter, therefore there wouldn't be any 5th grader smarter. Okay, sure. You can think that. You can think that we're, you know, just terrible, bloodthirsty creatures like that. Yes, when in doubt, we nom. You know.
The story on the left makes sense, but the one on the right seems like... Why, you did it!
Perfect. Alright,
Here
three
are
more.
more stories.
3 more and we should do it.
Can you help me put...
Power of print and around the world. Ferdinand Magellan.
The story on the left makes sense. Why, you did it!
Yep, thank you very much. Hey, Thomas Paine, I remember
Here are
learning about him
more
in 8th grade.
stories.
8th grade?
Can you help
You're
me-
telling me I'm doing 8th grade challenges instead of 5th grade? Come on, game.
The story on the left makes sense.
Cool. The Island Trap. It's been a hard time on this island. I'd better start from the beginning. It was 1884 and the weather had turned autumnal. I just read Robert Louis Stevenson's new book, Treasure Island, and it gave me hankering to travel, just like the old days. So I did. Yes, sir, I sold my ranch, bought one of them new fountain pens, headed up to Ogden, Utah to catch a train to the coast. I've been there. When I arrived at the coast, I headed for San Francisco Harbor and booked passage on the Empress of Siam, heading for China via the South Pacific. Stevenson's book turned out to be prophetic. The Empress floundered and I had to take a lifeboat. After 3 days at sea, I came here. Immediately I found out I was not alone. There were some folks shipwrecked from around the world, as if this island is some kind of huge trap.
Why, you did it!
What more should do it? Native craftsmanship and Captain Jones.
The story on the left makes sense.
Okay.
Why, you did it!
Perfect. That's 12, and I think we're done
Here
here.
are more stories. Can you help?
I'm afraid not. I'm gonna have to back out of this one, lady. Oh, well, sure, nice helping you out there with your problem, lady. But I gotta head out this way instead.
Still poking around looking for cryptiles, eh? Hurry up. This island's not content with taking me fellow townspeople, says I. No, now it's taking me chickens, too.
Wait, there were like 2 chickens, now there's only 1 chicken. You were chickens.
Wow, that looks like an American village from the Revolutionary War era.
But where are all the people?
And where are all the turtles?
There's a people.
Come on, let's go.
Hi, people.
Whoa.
Look, Santiago, cryptiles. We'll find our missing friends yet.
Joni, wait. It could be dangerous.
Oh, you overgrown asparagus.
Hang on, Joni.
Overgrown asparagus.
get my cryptiles.
Who are you?
I'm the great cryptile thief. I stole everybody's cryptiles and buried them in this patch of dangerous trees.
Why are you locked in the pillory?
I got caught. Look, all my neighbors seem to have disappeared around here, and I'm ready to fess up, okay? I'll show you how to get the cryptiles out of this patch of trees if you promise to help find my fellow villagers. You set them free, they set me free. Deal?
How will we know who they are?
Well, our ancestors got shipwrecked here around the time of the Revolutionary War. You can't miss them. Bifocals, kites, powdered wigs.
Okay, deal. Now,
How
do
long
we
you
get
guys
to
been
the
here?
without doing a tango with one of the ugly trees?
Ugly trees?
I'll show you. Hey, Soup Bowl, how about pulling that map down?
Great, I'm taking orders from a criminal.
A reformed criminal.
Soup Bowl.
See, I use this old sea map in place of a map of my field. Pretty clever, huh? Well, maybe a little too clever. I can't quite seem to remember how this map works. Wait, it's beginning to come back. Okay, that red dot shows where we are, and that
We're in
X
Iowa?
marks the spot where a cryptile is buried.
We're going to
Oh,
Oklahoma?
and at the top of the map, there's an important warning. Be sure to follow what it says. Okay, now to get started, pick up those blocks with directions on them and place them in the sign to the left of the map. You need to fill in all the spaces on the sign in the correct order to dig up a cryptile.
Alright. Now, guys, you and maps. I like maps. Maps are very good and very fun. But we have rules that we need to follow. You must cross the Mississippi River 2 times, and you must go to Utah first. So, let's do that. We'll go to Utah, and then we're going to go to Ohio, and then we go back across from Ohio. That's crossing the river 2 times. Go to Ohio, and go to Oklahoma.
I'll get it, Santiago.
Boom, boom, boom.
Joni, be careful.
Don't worry, I got it. Whoa!
Well, thank you very much.
Hey, you did it.
I did it. Thank you very much.
And here's a new one.
Hawaii. You must go due north first. You must pass through Oahu and Molokai. Alright, well, if we're doing that, you got due north first, then we gotta go to Maui. And then let's go to pass through Oahu and Molokai. Well, go to Hawaii last, and then I guess go to Kauai.
I'll get it, Santiago.
That should do it. Thank you. Don't enter Canada. Don't enter the Arctic or Bering Straits. Good advice. Don't enter Canada. Love it. We're at Fairbanks and we're getting to Juneau. Alright. Well, we gotta go to Juneau last. Don't enter Canada. Don't enter the Arctic Bering Straits, so we can't go to Russia. So instead, we're gonna go to Anchorage first, and then to Ketchikan.
I'll get it, Santiago.
Thank you. Looking at Panama and Alaska. Alaska's where my dad was born. Yeah, this game's also referenced my home state multiple times already, so cool. We haven't gotten over any of my parents' birthplaces, though. All right, we're going from Tennessee. We're going to Idaho. Do not cross the Mississippi River. Do not enter the state of Mississippi. So we'll go to Idaho last. So we need to go to Florida, and then cross the Gulf over into Texas, and then
I'll
into
get
Idaho.
it, Santiago.
Okay, that works. Don't cross Canada, Nebraska, or Illinois. We're going from Washington to Maine. Alright. Then, don't cross Canada, Nebraska, or Illinois, so those are no zones. So let's go to Michigan, Kentucky, Maine.
I'll get it, Santiago.
Perfect. Don't enter Kentucky or South Dakota. Go to South Dakota. We're going from West Virginia to Utah. Let's see. Go to Utah last. Do not enter Kentucky or South Dakota, so you... Minnesota? And then Arkansas?
I'll get it, Santiago.
Perfect, thank you. How many do we have now? We have 6. We're halfway there. You must visit 2 cities on your way to the Cryptile burial spots. You must travel to the cities in alphabetical order. We're going from Anchorage to Nome. Okay. So, first off, Fairbanks, and then Juneau, and then Nome.
I'll get it, Santiago.
Joni, be careful.
A little kind of, like, out of the way, but sure. You must visit 2 islands on your way to the Cryptile burial spot. You must travel to the islands in reverse alphabetical order, going from Nihao to Lanai. Alright, so Lanai is last. So we need to go to... I guess I could just do Molokai. No. In reverse alphabetical order. Oh, okay. Okay. Maui, Molokai.
I'll get it, Santiago.
I had to stop and think about my alphabet for a second. Alright, we're from Canada and we're going to Botswana, it looks like. Don't cross the equator on your first move. You must cross the Atlantic Ocean on your first and second moves. Okay, let's go to Europe first, Africa last, then South America.
I'll get it, Santiago.
In the middle. These old games are so charming. They kind of are. There's a charm to them that I just really like and appreciate. It's one of the reasons why I'm going back to these games, too. The Cryptiles is buried in the state bordered by Oregon and Wyoming. Don't cross the Mississippi River, so we're going to Idaho. This Google Maps route makes no sense. Why are we taking a vacation to cities in reverse alphabetical order? Alright, where are we starting? Tennessee? Alright, go to Florida, and then to Texas.
I'll get it,
and then
Santiago.
up to Idaho.
Joni, be careful.
Maybe one of these days on stream I need to play GeoGuessr. That's a game I used to play a lot. Alright, we'll do 2 more. Do not cross Indiana, Illinois, or Colorado. We're going from Michigan to Louisiana, or in this case, Louisiana. I know that's usually how they say it, but it's spelled wrong here. It's spelled like Louisiana. Thank you very much. And we're not crossing these states or Colorado. So, let's go to Idaho first, and then Arizona.
I'll get it, Santiago.
Alright, another Alaska. I think this will be our last one. You must visit 2 cities on your way to the burial spot. You must travel to the cities in reverse alphabetical order. I think we literally just did this one. We're going to Anchorage. Well, not this one exactly, but, you know. And then we're going to start in Juneau, then go to Fairbanks, and then to Anchorage.
I'll get it, Santiago.
You know, I was almost sent to Alaska once. It was for an old job that I used to have where I was a traveling vendor. My job sent me like to Arizona a few times, but there was a possibility. It didn't happen, but there was a possibility they were going to send me to Alaska for a week. I was going to be, and if I was going to go, I was going to go to Fairbanks, of all places. So I would have been like way the heck up there. I actually kind of wish I would have done that because they would have paid for like room and board and your transportation. Like whenever I went down to Arizona, they did that, and it was great. Loved it. But I don't do that. Yeah, I don't work there anymore.
Ah! What was that?
Hey, Joni, look at this.
It looks like someone fell in.
A hat! Guess they were in a hurry.
A tricorn. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Okay, bye. That was scary.
Wow. Look over there.
Wow.
Those must be the faces within the face, Santiago.
Right. Let's hope the cryptiles will help us unlock this mystery.
Well, let's go this way first. Okay, it brings me back to Civil War Lady. All right.
Look at that face.
Look at that face. You look at it. I said look at it.
We are the brethren of the faces within the face.
Your faces.
The bones of those who have come before you now lie buried at the bottom of the sea. What arrogance makes you believe that your fate will be any different?
We're not afraid to try. We're the ClueFinders, and we're here to save our friends.
Well,
Our friends.
look, I'm not really supposed to do this, but it's been so long since the boys and I have had guests over.
The boys and
All
I.
right. But before you proceed, you must present a sack of silver cryptile.
Hey, Joni, do you have any silver cryptiles in your backpack?
Yes, I do. Thank you very much.
Okay, now what do we do?
You are now ready to begin. Take note
Oh,
of the
we're not
8
conjugating
slots
verbs
in
this
the
time.
wall below.
We're doing math.
We had a whole decorating team in here. Each must be filled using a cryptile that matches the number above it. Once all 8 are filled, the first part of your task will be complete.
But our cryptiles only have these strange symbols on them. How can we match them to the numbers?
My powers are great. Plus, I read this language. Place any cryptile into my mouth, and I will
very
translate
yummy.
it into your language. I will now explain the true heart of the challenge. After you translate all your cryptiles, you will still need to transform their numbers. To transform the number on a cryptile, use my brethren, the statues to my left and right. Each of my brothers will add a different amount to the number on a cryptile, according to the mathematical rule inscribed upon his head. To perform a transformation, place a cryptile into one of my brother's mouths. You may transform a cryptile up to 4 times before the cryptile disintegrates.
Alright, let's get to it. We're conjugating numbers. Yay! That's called math. Also notice that the symbols is correlating to a number on his head. That's going to be probably the importance later. Anyways, let us get on into it. Let's go on into it. If we do a... Alright, well let's think about this actually, and how we want to approach this. We could probably strategically use these in different, various ways. Because if I do a 6 plus 5, that would give me 11, I can put that in there. But all these numbers are bigger, and I would have to use, like, 1s to do so. Unless I can't. in which case I would have to discard those and start again with a new batch. But it could just be like with the words too, that only one tile out of the batch I get is actually usable with what I can do here. And there's no subtraction, it's only addition.
Well done. You are wise.
I am. So smart.
You may survive yet. Clever indeed.
Alrighty, let's move on to another one. Two, and 1.
You are closer to your goal.
That'll give us 21. What's 9 plus 10? 31? You stupid.
Only 2 slots remain.
Alright. How am I gonna get a 20 out of this, if I can? With only 4 moves. That's 13. 16, 19, no, I can't do that. That, 1, 12, 12, and then 15, okay. I'm no mathematician, all I know is addition. I find counting a bore, keep the number mounting, your accountant does the counting. Madonna. Thank you, Madonna, for your wonderful words of wisdom.
You are merely 1 step away from success.
Knock that away.
Hey, it sounds like cryptiles dropped into that hole are lost into the sea.
Yay! I knew that already. This looks like a big number. Ooh. Gimme.
These cryptiles seem really solid.
Or not.
You have been fortunate so far. But your task is not yet complete.
rubber peg.
Look at the rule written on each of my brother's heads. It tells you whether he will add or multiply. You need to figure out how much each brother adds, or by how much he multiplies. You will now need gold cryptiles to proceed.
Hey, Joni, do you have any gold cryptiles in your backpack?
Yup, I do.
Alright. Let's see what we got here. 2. I have 3 2s, it looks like. And whatever this is. 200. Alright, let's do some experimentation. 2s are easy to gauge with. So, you are an addition. How much do you add? You add 100.
Well done.
How much do you add? 12. How much do you multiply? By 5. How much do you multiply? By 7. Okay. Okay, you add 100, you add 12, you times by 5, and you times by 7. Be a little tricky with some of these. Just kind of wish there was a subtraction option. And I also kind of wish there was a +3 option too, but there isn't. Don't think there was much I can really do with those. So let's
look at the rule written on.
I know. 6. 1, 1, 1. Okay. And a 2. Frack, if only I had like a 7. I can't get a 7. Then you, I believe, times by 5. That gives me 35. Thank you.
You are wise.
Okay. Use that to my advantage. Use 1s to your advantage. and 73, I think that might give me somewhat of a hard time. Adding a 1 to a 12 would give me 13, and I can use that as a little bit of a launching point, but for some odd numbers at least. I would need to get up to 30 to get there. Actually, 6 times 5 is 30, and then give that to the plus 12 guy, that'll give me 42.
You may survive yet.
I might survive. I might survive. Alright. Okay, 7 times 2 is 14. What can I do with 14? 2 times 5 is 10. Lol. Alright, what can I do with this one? I think if it's you, it'll give me 13. If I give it to the times 7 guy, that'd be 1. Yo! Kiwi28 with the rate of 8. How you guys doing? You guys are just in time to watch me fail at math with a lot of restrictions on me. How you guys doing? Good to have you guys. Thanks for the raid. Alrighty. I got 5s. 5s, and I got a 5, and I got some 2s. It's times like this where I kind of wish one of them was subtraction. We got Kiwi raids in chat! Oh my god! How you guys doing? Thank you all that. Appreciate it, guys. I've been raided, guys! Stuck in cover! Alright. 5 plus 12 is 17. That's 1.
Clever indeed.
Careful, don't steal any of these little birds as we gather around Raleigh struggling with a 5th grader game. Big fan of this game. Oh, I appreciate it, man. This was a game from my childhood. It was great. This is the one I played the most. I've been playing through all the ClueFinders games on stream, and tonight's 5th grade. If you come in... Oh yeah, thanks for the follow, man. Thank you. Appreciate that. If you come by next week, I'll be playing through the 6th grade game. But yeah, you never know. You never know what kind of attention you'll grab with, you know, just by the game you're playing. But hey, thanks guys. Thank you so much. So many Kiwis. I never managed to stream the 4th grade one. I had to play it off stream. Yeah, I streamed that one last week. It was actually the only one I have not played. It was an experience. I'll say that. I will say that. I think I played through the whole series in 2020, some for the first time. I grew up with a lot of these. I remember, like, I was at elementary school during the 90s and 2000s, and I remember that after the school year for, like, certain grades, they would give us, like, packages with these games. The school would give us some of these packages that included some of these ClueFinders games, and I had 2 older siblings, and between the 3 of us, we almost got all of them, except for we just didn't get the 4th grade one. I kind of forgot how freaking difficult some of these were, too. Because on my times is 1 by 5 again, I get 50. But if I add another 12, that gives me 62. That's not 63. I'm gonna be off by 1, too, if I do this, too. Oh no, I'll be off by, 11, actually. The 3rd grade one was the one I played the most. I love the 3rd grade one. It was probably the one I played the most, too. That and this one. Between 3rd and 5th grade was the ones I played the most. Ooh, big one. Game. Game? Game, I put one down! Alright, we got a 4. 4 times 5 is 20.
You are closer to your goal.
Okay. Fetch. Yeah, that's not gonna work. How are you playing this game? I am playing this game by means of the physical CD-ROM of the game, a Blu-ray reader, and a 16-bit emulator. For the other games I had to play, the other ClueFinders games, I did not need that emulator, but for this one I do because it was published by Mattel for some reason. And all the other ones were published by a different company, and I had no problems with streaming them. Alright. Nine times 7 is 63, I believe, actually. It is. Thank you.
Only 2 slots remain.
We're getting there. We're getting there. Ah, I thought I had a plus 40. Yeah, 4 times 5 is 20.
You are merely 1 step away from success.
Now I just need to know how to get 173. Or rather, I should probably focus on how to get to 73. Through kind of what I have here. There's my 73, but I needed 1 more to get 100. Frack. Fetch. Well, I'll keep that on for reference. Unless it's going to give me like a 7 to start out with. If it gives me a 7 to start out with and another thing, I should be able to pull it off. Or it just give me 73 just outright. That works too. Thank you, game. I'll take that.
Leslie, how much do you think these gold cryptiles are worth?
Owen, where were you when I told you that the cryptiles were not made from any known element? and certainly not from real gold.
I must have been in that other dark, wet underground chamber.
You are close to completing your task,
Owen.
but your bones may yet end up at the bottom of the sea. Now you must take note. No longer are the rules inscribed upon my brothers' heads. Now you must experiment with each of my brethren to discover his rule. Beware! You will need both gold and silver cryptiles to complete this final part of the challenge.
Let's get to work, Santiago.
Here we go. 1, 1, 1, and 25. Alright, let's start from left to right. You... I'm gonna assume that's times 10. You... I'm gonna say times 2. What? Are you also a... Oh, okay. So I guess you're plus 56. You and you could be anything. You could be a times 10. Or a plus 9. I'm going to assume you're a times 2, so I'm going to take this 25 here. And I'm going to hope it gives me 50.
Well done.
Alrighty. If I put this 10 in your mouth again, you turn it into 100. You do. Excellent.
You are wise.
Now, I need one that's like a plus 10. Which I don't believe any of these are. Okay. So you are definitely times 2, and you are definitely times 10. You are plus 9. Okay. You gotta be plus 56. That won't work to get this. I would need a 20. I would need a 20 to put in here, which I did, which I had. Or rather, I could have if I didn't give this guy, give this 2 to this guy. Then I could have just given it to this guy, and that would have given me a 76. So, I don't think there's anything else I can really do here, realistically. Because I only need 18 and 76 for gold. So I'll go ahead and discard those. And let's go for another new batch.
Each of my brothers...
Yes, I know. They're very smart. And all that beautiful, beautiful stuff. Or it could give me a 20 starting out, too. That should be 76. Thank you.
You may survive yet.
Yes, because I am so smart. Alright. I would need to get like a 9 or something. If I could get like a 0, that'd be easy to do, because I could turn into a 9 here, times it by 2 to get 18. But how would I get a 9 from what I have right now? Unless it gives me just another thing entirely to change it up. That would give me a 4 if I get it here. 4 plus 9 is 18, and there's no... Yeah. Well, there's my 9. There's my 9. Where's the times 2? Perfect.
Clever indeed.
Alright, gold crypt tiles are done. Let's go back to silver. And what do you got for me? 2, 61, 1, and 2. I don't want to F this up because I know I totally would. Give you to the plus 9 to get 70.
You are closer to your goal.
Alright. Well, if there was a times 9, I could easily turn this into an 11 and then times that by 9 and get 99. But I do not have those. Or if I had just a 9, I could times it by the times 10 guy. No, that'd be 90, stupid. Okay.
I think we'd better take a sack of cryptile.
Four. Times you by 10. Then times you by 2. Gives me 80.
Only 2 slots remain.
Okay. Tried that last time. $90. All right. If you're just gonna straight up be this kind to me, I'll take it. Alright, these are 2s, and this one's a 1, so I'll discard those. And hopefully one more should do it for me. And this one is a 4. Add 56. And that should do it. And in we go, I guess.
Wait a minute, why am I yelling? I can fly!
Oh, hi, we found them.
Hey, we found you.
Great. Now we're all stuck.
Ah! Hurry! Run for your lives! Head for the hills! Just run!
Your hand.
Hurry up.
And now we're switching over to Owen and Leslie.
Where are Joni and Santiago?
I can't reach them on the radio. I hope they're okay.
Wow. What is this place?
It looks like we're in a big old specimen lab.
Hurry! This way!
Captain Clark?
Scary.
Are you dudes all right?
Get us out of here!
We're trapped in one of those containers.
Leslie, we found your grandpa. He's...
Oh,
and
they got
tied up at the moment.
they got the
You
woman
better
and
get
the
here fast.
prisoner.
We're on our way.
What was
Did you find the
that?
restricted
I
Metroid
don't
lab?
know,
Funny
but
you
I
say that.
think we're gonna find out.
Trouble.
Leslie, I figured it out. I think we're on a spaceship.
You think?
You
Both of
think?
you, stop arguing. We have to get across there
Aliens?
before those aliens, or whatever they are,
Aliens?
catch up with us.
Access denied.
Where are we?
Countdown sequence initiated. T-minus 16 quagnots.
Who are you?
Access to Biosphere Containment Tank 1 is denied. To initiate the bridge sequence, spell words to create a safe path across.
This looks
Not
familiar.
that crazy language
Hello?
again. Don't you have anything in English? I'm really good at English.
Thank
Pick up
you.
the letter tiles from the ground and place them in the empty spots on the bridge.
Seems familiar, doesn't
I will
it?
tell you each
This
word
was the
you
last.
must spell to complete the
this was
bridge.
the last thing to do
Spell
in the
this
4th
word.
grade game.
Beautiful. We all stopped to admire the beautiful rainbow. Beautiful.
All right, we're going back to more spelling bees, just like last time.
Now spell this word. Accept. They chose to accept the challenge and began practicing for the tournament immediately.
Yeah, I mean, we are nearing the end of the game on this one, but I remember specifically the last objective to do in this game is kind of BS.
Now spell this word. Exception. She is normally an excellent student. This poor score is an exception to... Now spell this word. Double. Because he was hurt, it took him double the time.
But maybe I'm probably thinking that about the last objective in this game because for me at the time it was like nearly impossible. But maybe as an adult, it'd probably become easier. Who knows?
Now spell this word. Doctor. The doctor was sure that the cough was caused by the flu. Access to the Biosphere Containment Tank is granted. You may cross.
Thank you.
This is astounding. There appear to be hundreds of different Earth species stored here, like specimens in a laboratory.
They're frozen, or like zombified.
I wonder what the aliens want with all these specimens.
Access to biospheric chamber will be denied for the duration of this experiment. Biospheric chamber status intact and full of Earthling brains. Step forward and identify.
I think it thinks we're aliens. Let's get some information.
Remind me again why we keep Earthling brains in our biospheric chambers.
Sustenance. Human brains are served in the finest restaurants. Please identify.
Brains? They eat human brains?
Whoa!
You'd better watch out, Leslie. They'll want your big brain for sure.
We're just a couple of, specimen keepers, specimen experts trying to release the, specimens.
Specimens are released by indicating the correct predator-prey simulation formula.
All right, take care, Kiwi. Thanks for coming by too. Happy to have you and your pals, your peeps.
And identify.
All right, I believe this is the last objective to do with the game, and if I remember what it is, it's kind of bullcrap. But let's figure it. Let's go into it.
To release specimens, first run a simulation. Select two Earth species, a predator and a prey. If the simulation indicates that they can survive together for 4 Sorlax, approximately 200 Earth years, then all specimens in this chamber will be released.
How are we gonna know which species to select? Everything's written in alien.
Laptrap, interface with this computer.
I'd love to, but I'm having a bad shell day.
Laptrap.
All right, all right.
Laptrap.
Kids, they've got no respect for their turtles.
Whoa, thanks, Laptrap. It looks like we need to select one predator from the list on the left and one prey from the list on the right.
It's all coming back to me. You basically gotta design an ecosystem with predators and prey, and you need to have enough that they're still both around after 200 years. So, yeah. How good are you guys at biology? Anyways, we got predators, we got orcas, sea lions, octopi, and sea otters. For prey, we got squids, cods, crabs, and sea urchins. Now, I'm not 100% sure, but I think that the predator and prey on the same tier correlates with what predator and prey go together. I'm not 100% sure on that. And you have to select how much of the predators and how much of the prey. And then of course they have birth rates you need to keep in mind. Most predators have low birth rates and prey have high birth rates. I'm going to say no on the sea otter and the sea urchin as, actually, you know what? They might. Let's experiment, as scientists would say. Gay? Gay!
Select one predator from the list on the left and one. You can change the starting number for each species. All specimens of the predator species have died out.
Okay. So how about we add more of those?
Remember, both species must survive for 200.
Well, that doesn't last very long now, does it? Oh my gosh, did we?
Survival.
Holy crap, that actually worked!
I hear something.
We better hit accept and get out of here.
I say accept.
Yes! We did it! Cool. Fewer brains for the lunch crowd.
We did the seals! Well,
Come on, let's get out of here.
Again!
Access to Biosphere Containment Tank 2 is denied.
Deja vu, dude.
Spell this word. Atmosphere. We can breathe in the atmosphere.
I don't know. I know we can. I don't know about you, Mr. Alien Computer Man. Hold on, I forgot the H.
Now spell this word. Energy. Our new pets. Now spell this word. Exhale. Humans exhale.
Humans exhale? We do?
There appear to be hundreds of other Earth species frozen here.
Yeah, and if we don't unfreeze them soon, there's gonna be a big old brain barbecue.
and you brainy kids are gonna be at the top of the menu.
This machine looks just like the one in the last specimen storage area.
Identify yourselves.
Here we go again.
Alright, here we go again. Alright, anacondas, ocelots, frogs, bats, and pit vipers for predators, and moths, moles, flies, rat, and fish for prey. Alrighty. Alright, so, last time we wanted more predators than prey. So, let us say let's go for, frogs and flies. And flies all die.
Survival.
Got it.
We did it!
Cool. Fewer brains for the lunch crowd.
Cuties. Come on, let's get out of here.
Access to biosphere. Spell this word. Telescope. The captain used her telescope. Now spell this word. Soar. Leonardo da Vinci was inspired to create a flying machine after watching birds soar over his home.
Okay. I wasn't quite sure which sword they were talking about.
Now spell this word. Spiral. The eagle descended.
Spiral. I just got flashbacks to a pretty freaky, scary story.
Now spell this word. Enlarge. The balloon began to enlarge as the hot air was pumped into it. Enlarge.
Enlarge? I know many furs who like things that are enlarged.
Now spell this word. Narrate. The person with the clearest voice was chosen.
Narrate.
Access to the biosphere containment tank is granted.
Get me out of here!
Leslie, do you see what I see?
These specimens appear to include humans. Do you think Grandpa is among them?
Identify yourselves.
Here we go again.
Good times. Alright, wolves, owls, eagles, bears, foxes, and sea lions, along with salmon, caribou, voles, wild mice, shrews, and trouts. It was Spyro's birthday yesterday. I was actually wearing a Spyro shirt yesterday, just for the occasion. It's quite nice. Anyway, we want more predators than prey, but not too few prey. Okay, let's go for eagles and mice. Looking good. Come on, come on, come on.
Survival.
You did it. Okay. Angaries.
I hear something.
We better hit accept and get out of here.
I agree.
All right.
We did it. We saved the peoples.
Grandpa!
Santiago!
Alien! They coming!
Aliens are everywhere! Let's get out of here!
What's this that we have found?
Wow.
Wow.
Hey, look at all these buttons.
Don't touch them. We don't know what they'll do.
Dudes, what do we have to lose?
Owen's right.
Boink.
Launch sequence engaged. T-minus Blorsnut Mitorx and counting.
Also,
Blorsnut,
hi, Hal.
Boogert Tai Unk. Boogert, tie, me, Boogert, tie, bronze, Boogert, tie, Lord, Boogert, tie, Boogert.
We stopped the rain! And we get a beautiful rainbow.
Yankee, tie, me, Yankee, tie, bronze, Yankee, tie, Lord, Yankee, tie.
Now that is the ocean!
Yankee, tie.
Oh, you'll be fine. And then the wormies go.
There you are, me chickens! Climb on board!
What's that sound?
I think I pressed the tsunami button.
Tsunami button? Let's get out of here! Just in time, too.
Wow.
Where did it go?
I like her wow, it's very iconic.
No one is going to believe this.
Yes, they will. We have proof.
We do?
Yes, sir. There are still 2 cryptiles left in Joni's backpack.
Oops.
Oh.
I thought it was feeling kind of light.
Oh, no.
Where are they?
Out there. Somewhere.
And we will never find them. Ever again. We did it! We did it! That is ClueFinders 5th grade. That one actually took a lot shorter than I thought it would. Even though the stream was about, oh, I guess we're quitting. Well, I didn't actually want to do that, but alright, cool. We're done. We're done. We're ending that off.